Yo, 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 what's good, everybody, man? We had a crazy night of boxing yesterday, man. Crazy night of boxing, man. I want to chop it up with you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. What's going on, everybody? See, I'm multitasking right now. Definitely multitasking, man. We got to talk about this boxing, though. Hey, can you bring me an energy drink, please? I'm in the office doing a live. Thanks. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. We had Teofimo Lopez beating Josh Taylor yesterday. We had Mungia going through a war yesterday with Derevyyanchenko. Can anybody pronounce his name? Can somebody pronounce his name for me, man? And damn, both of those fights, man, both of them fights, crazy, man. I definitely want to talk about those fights. Thank you. Definitely want to talk about those fights, man, and just talk to you guys in general, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody been? I haven't been getting on here live as often as I would like to, but we are definitely going to start going live more often. I'll probably go live this week a few more times, man. There's a lot of different things that I want to talk about. Definitely want to talk to you guys about the CA boxing community. To all my people out there who are in the CA boxing community, whether you're watching this later, we did talk about the weight loss stuff that I'm going to be working on with my private community. So for anybody out there who's looking to lose a few pounds like I am, we're doing an accountability, a group accountability, not a challenge, but it's an accountability. That's all it is. It's accountability, right? Me and the CA boxing community, man, we're going to definitely be going through our boxing routines, our diet, weigh-ins, check-ins, all that stuff. That's something that if you guys are part of the community, you guys already know we're getting ready to work on. And if you're not part of the community, well, you need to get in the CA boxing community. And how do you do that? You go to the website, grab that bronze tier master boxing bundle, and that's what you guys do, man. Caesar, what's going on, champ? What's going on, Caesar? My boy Caesar in here dropping the comments left and right, man. Make sure you guys get in here and start talking, man. Don't be shy, man. We got my boy Peace Coach. What's going on, champ? How are you, man? How are you? Christian Ochoa, what is the best way to teach a young fighter distance and timing? Well, distance and timing. I teach it on the mitts. That's how I teach it. I teach distance and timing on the mitts. We teach it in drills. We teach it in heavy bag. We just constantly teach and remind the guy. You know what I mean? And as soon as I see something that's wrong, I fix it immediately. So teaching distance and timing is something that takes a trained eye. You know what I mean? And then once you understand it, it's really not as hard as you think. You know what I mean? You have to just understand all your ranges. You got long range, mid range, close range. And when you learn how to operate in those ranges, that's how you can go ahead and focus on distance and timing. Because sometimes you want to close the distance, right? Sometimes you want to stay at a distance. You know what I mean? So it just depends what you're trying to do. Oh, Ernest Rojas. Big shout out to Ernest Rojas in the building, man. It was good. I've been working on my reaction time after throwing my shots and getting in and out. That's what's up, champ. That's what's up. You're an inspiration, dude. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, champ. I appreciate everybody who tunes into the channel, everybody who supported my website by grabbing a course, everybody in the CA boxing community. We got some cool stuff going on, man. So if you guys want to be part of that, man, make sure you guys go over to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Who saw the fights yesterday, man? That's what I need to know. Who saw the fights yesterday? Corbin, what's going on, champ? You guys are quiet tonight, man. You guys are quiet tonight. Facts, facts. Thanks for all the tips and advice you post in your vids, man. I appreciate that, man. Lopez looked good last night. Yeah, Lopez looked pretty good, man. He started off slow, and he started to counterpunch really well, man. He counterpunched really well. He showed that you can be the shorter fighter and box from the outside. And a lot of people always assume that the taller guy has to control the range, but Teofimo showed that. And how did he show that? He showed that because he stood calm when Josh Taylor was trying to be an aggressor. Josh Taylor was fighting with emotion. Those comments that Teofimo made about taking his life in the ring must have really got to him because he was really trying to prove a point. He was really trying to fight with emotion, and you could see it. He was giving up his fight. He was giving up his height, and he was running in the shots. And Teofimo just stood nice and calm, stood on the outside, picked the shots, and once he felt like he had him, you could just see him getting comfortable. You could see that the body start to warm up, and then he just started to pick him apart, and it was actually pretty easy once he got himself going. But the first couple rounds, Josh Taylor came out ready to rumble. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. But he just was a little too anxious, if you ask me. He fought too anxious. He wasn't relaxed. And that shows you the importance of staying relaxed in boxing. Gordo still got it. Somebody told me he said he's going to retire. Did anybody see that? He looked way smaller, but did his thing. Yeah, as far as the height, he definitely looked shorter. He didn't look like a smaller man. He just looked shorter. Pause. Teofimo has a monster right hand. 100%. Caesar always showing love, man. I appreciate that. He did say it, right? He said but he won't. I don't believe he is. I don't see them. I don't see any way that he's gonna retire after just winning the belts at 140. That would be foolish. All the opportunity now that he has, and he's a live dog in that division. He literally could beat anybody. I'm not saying he will beat everybody, but he has the ability to beat anybody in that division. You know what I'm saying? Who you think is more durable, Errol or Crawford? Man, yo, that's a good fight, man. I don't know. I don't know who's more durable, man. Honestly, they're both about to we're about to find out who's more durable in this fight right here. I think that Crawford has more tools, and I think that Spence is extremely, extremely good at what he does. So it's just one of those things where styles make fights. Drew Johnson, what's up, champ? How you doing, man? How's everybody doing? What's your thoughts on Tio's performance and the scorecards? I don't know what the scorecards were, but I thought Tio looked great, man. Counter punch very well. Shorter man, fought from the outside, looked relaxed. He fought great. He did his thing. Damn, they had a 115, 113. That was close, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Who saw the Mungia fight, though? I don't see anybody in here talking about the Mungia fight. That was literally like fight of the year, fight of the last 2 or 3 years. Who saw the Mungia fight, man? That's the fight that we need to be talking about. Even though Teofimo is a champ. Big shout out to Teo. That was an absolute war. Yes, man. 100%. Christian, man, you missed it. You missed it, Christian. I'm telling you right now, you need to go back and watch it. Now that could have been a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Do you think he's ready for Charlo? Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he'll beat Charlo, but when you say ready, do you mean able to compete with him? 100%. 100%. Absolutely, man. Yes, he can make a good account and he could possibly win because he's not going to change much. One thing I could tell you guys about Mungia right now, he's not going to change much. That kid is a warrior. He's going to throw a lot of punches. He's going to get into a war. He's not going to be a boxer. So all he has to do is get himself in the best physical condition, and Mungia is going to be Mungia. And anybody who saw him fight yesterday knows what kind of fighter that is. Straight come at you, tough, let his hands go, a lot of heart, a lot of will, and that's all he's ever going to be, in my opinion. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic. And a guy against like a guy like Charlo, he can get knocked out against a guy like Charlo fighting like that, but at the same time, he can also do some damage. You know what I'm saying? Was he defensively responsible? His fighting style isn't a real defensively responsible style, but he's not completely reckless either, if that makes sense. He's pretty solid, but he just he does get hit. He got hit quite a bit yesterday. How would you train your fighter against somebody like Mungia? I would definitely have my guy uh, in top shape. That's number one, top shape, because my guy's gonna have to go into the trenches with him, just like Sergey did yesterday. I don't know if it's Sergey, but Derevyyanchenko, whatever. Um, but my guys, first of all, he's gonna have to be in the best shape of his life. Second of all, we're gonna get to a good jab. We're gonna work that jab. We're gonna let our straight right hands go down the pipe. When Mungia comes in with those hard shots, we're gonna look to tie him up. You know what I mean? We're gonna look to tie him up. Like Sergey got hurt in that 12th round to the body, and he went down, and not one time did he try to tie him up. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen. Like I'm like, bro, it's hurt as hard as much as you're hurt. You didn't even try to tie him up. Like, what's that about? You know what I mean? Just sitting there getting punched on. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. But I will be looking to hit him, bop, 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 tie him up. And if we get a chance to push him back, we're gonna push him back because he didn't look good going backwards yesterday. That's something that Derevyyanchenko exposed. Uh, Mungia needs to be coming forward. You know what I mean? So sometimes you want to be able to push a guy like that back. So you got to punch with him. You got to have a good jab. You got to be in shape and able to take those shots. Because, you know, just trying to box a perfect boxing match against a guy like that, you can get, you know, you can make the fight harder for yourself sometimes because it's like you're trying to box so pretty, but that's taking so much energy as well because you're using footwork and you're trying to slip and you're trying to do all that, and you're just inviting an aggressive guy like him in, and he's pretty accurate himself. So, you know, I'll be working on multiple things, you know, jabbing, we letting punches down the middle because he does keep his head in the center. And when he does get off, try to drop, tie him up, smother him, make him uncomfortable, make sure that we're in shape and strong so we can go ahead and fight that kind of fight for 12 rounds. You know what I mean? Because he's definitely going to push you. Do you think there's anything going to be done about the man? I don't know, bro. I mean, this has been going on for centuries now, right? So maybe they'll bring in some AI. You know what I mean? That's it. Other than that, I don't know. But listen, guys, look, in about 20 minutes, I'm leaving here. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be on live for 20 minutes, but I'm gonna go record. Me and Eddie Chambers, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna record some more content. We've been recording content. I know I haven't been putting out as much content as I have in the past, so we're gonna be recording some content. But I also want to remind you guys about the CA boxing community. So the CA boxing community, for those of you who are not in the community, because this live is in the community as well. So for those of you who are in the community, salute to you. And for those of you who are not, we are going to be doing some things. So for instance, right now, we're going to be doing accountability for our training, our nutrition, and making sure that we focus on whatever goals they are. Like for me, example, I'm looking to lose weight. Okay. I started on Monday paying attention to my weight, the heaviest I've ever been, 230 pounds. I want to bring that weight down. So tomorrow I'll be letting everybody in the community know what my weight is after 1 week of just eating, you know, the best that I could have eaten. Or let me not say the best, you know, from what I did this week, and also my training regimens, the stuff that I'm personally doing. Everybody in the community is encouraging each other. People are posting their workouts and stuff like that. If losing weight and getting in shape is something that you guys need help with, I highly encourage you guys to, you know, consider my private community. Now, my private community, how do you get in it? You have to go to the website, grab the Master Boxing Bundle. We got 3 tiers now. It was only 1 tier before where it was just one big thing. Now I'm giving 3 tiers. The 3 tiers is the bronze, the silver, and the gold. And what are the differences? The gold tier gives you 4 personal calls with me, gives you obviously the private community, all 16 of my courses, private messaging. So if you need me to help you with your shadow box and help you with your skills, et cetera, that's something where you have direct access to me. The silver tier is similar, except it only gives you 2 calls. And the bronze tier, which is what I've been recommending everybody to start with, you get 1 call with me, you get all 16 courses, you get in the community, and you do get 1 call with me still. And if you ever wanted to upgrade, you can always upgrade later. Right now, the bronze tier is a ridiculous price. It's the best deal really on my website for people who just want to entry level, figure it out. And then when you're in the community, that's where you're going to be able to post your shadow boxing, ask your questions, be part of this accountability challenge that we got going on, and anything else that we're doing. And also behind the scenes education that I do with my guys, which is either give a tip, you know, on what I see in your shadow boxing, your heavy bag training. Maybe out of nowhere, I just decide to randomly do something privately for the community. It's definitely something that we're taking to another level, and it's getting much more, it's definitely growing. You know what I mean? You can see everybody starting to engage with each other, and people are getting to know each other. So it's definitely something that I encourage you guys. If you guys need a little bit extra support, okay? And on top of that, you're going to get all 16 of my master, my masterclass courses that I've been pushing now for years. You guys know who I am. You guys know what I do. You guys know it's legit. So if you guys are interested in that, go to the website right now, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. We're going to start this tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's Monday. What better day to start the Monday? I'm going to go ahead and go record some stuff tonight that we're simply going to be posting privately, some stuff private on the community, some stuff on the YouTube channel, some stuff on TikTok, Instagram, the whole nine. You guys know how I roll. But if that's something you guys are interested in, man, I will be more than happy to have everybody be part of that. So, yeah, that's my offer to you guys. I'm going to get out of here, man. Obviously, yesterday was a great night of boxing, man. Big shout out to Teofimo Lopez. And everybody who fought yesterday, man, and Adrian Broner too, man. Adrian Broner's been getting a lot of like backlash from his performance, but honestly, man, I don't know why, and I know this is kind of like just jumping from one topic to another, right? I just talked about the community and all the stuff and how it could benefit you guys. Now I'm going into Broner, and we just talked about Teo, whatever, but Adrian Broner is a guy who has went through a lot in the last previous time with inconsistency in his training. He gained weight, mental health issues, whatever, and he worked his way back into shape and fought. And you're not going to look like a superstar. You're not going to be super ripped and super strong and muscular and all this stuff that people want to see, in one camp. So I think that he just needs to continue to train, continue his nutrition, continue his training, and stay mentally active and continue to fight. And within the next, 2 or 3 fights, maybe we'll see a better version of Adrian, or maybe we've already seen the best version of Adrian. He's been fighting since he was like 8 years old. You see what I'm saying? So, a lot of the times we got to understand that boxers are human beings, not superhumans. You know what I'm saying? And he allowed some poor decision-making in his career, put him in where he is today. But at the end of the day, he made a valiant effort. He fought 10 rounds. He pushed himself. And that's all you can really ask from a guy. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, and that's just like any one of us, guys. If any one of us gets out of shape and we want to work our way back into shape, man, you know what I mean? It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take resilience, and that's just what it is, man. So give some of these fighters some credit. Give some of these guys some some compassion, because they are just human beings trying their best to, deal with whatever they're dealing with and perform and do what they're supposed to do. So one thing I will say is he was talking real heavy at the end of his win, which I don't necessarily think was in conjunction with his performance, if that makes sense. I don't think he performed good enough to be talking that heavy. But at the same time, he's Adrian Broner. And that's what's got him to where he's at, where he's at today. And that's what got people talking about him and got people interested in watching him fight. So, whether you love him or you hate him, people tune in to see him fight. You know what I mean? So that's the Adrian Broner thing. Guys, if you guys are looking for some online support, I am here to help you. And I want you guys to watch me on my journey, man, because I got some stuff I got to work on. And I'm going to be totally transparent in the community on everything that I got going on. And you guys are going to see a full transformation in front of your eyes. But anyway, guys, thank you for the love and support, man. And I will talk to you guys soon.